Good morning. It's Friday, the 7th of June, and we're here to look at the daily astrology. So I'm going to pick up that chart in a moment. Before I do that, I just want to say that I recorded the first video in the series that supports the book that I've just published, or that actually Inner Traditions, Findhorn Press have just published for me. The Easy Way to Learn Astrology. So that is on the Easy Way to Learn Astrology Facebook page, and it isn't anywhere else. And it's on my YouTube channel under the Easy Way to Learn Astrology video series. So if you were wanting to learn astrology, it's free. All the videos are free. The book's only £13, and astro.com have got into bed with me, well, into partnership with me over producing the charts and everything that you'll need. So I just wanted to say that the first one has gone out, and there will be one every week. Okay, back to the daily astrology series of 2024. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to share that chart with you. And there it is. And share. There we go. Now, this time the chart is set for, or the time that the chart was made up, was, here we go, 7:30 in the morning. Okay. Now, that has made a difference to where the groups of planets are. The time changes during the day. Really? And as it does, these planets move into different houses. So we've gone back a couple of hours from what you saw yesterday when the Gemini group was up here and the Aries group was down there. This is simply how this wheel or horoscope changes during the day. So it's handy to just know that. Otherwise you're looking at it and think, why is that there when it was there yesterday? A couple of hours difference, basically. Okay, so moon has moved in, moon is still in Gemini at 27, 3 more degrees, and it'll be in Cancer. It takes 2 hours to move a degree, so in 6 hours it will be in Cancer. And something quite interesting happens then. Well, I'm always thinking these things are, interesting anyway. The moon will be in Cancer, its own zodiac sign, the zodiac sign it rules. Okay. Mercury is in Gemini, the zodiac sign it rules, its own sign. Mars is in Aries, the zodiac sign it rules, its own sign, right? And look at this one. And Neptune is in Pisces, the sign it rules. Okay. Now, that's, I don't know if I've ever seen that before. That's quite amazing. Ceres doesn't officially have a sign, or if it did, I think I would give it Cancer or Capricorn, certainly on that axis between Cancer and Capricorn there. Athena doesn't officially have one. Juno doesn't officially have one, although I say Juno definitely rules Libra. So Saturn is not in his own sign. And Uranus is desperate to get out of this sign, desperate. And Jupiter is not in his own sign, and the Sun isn't in, and Venus isn't in her own sign. So there's probably just as many not in their own sign as there is in the sign. But I just thought it was an interesting fact. Now, what happens when the moon moves into Cancer? Wow. Well, I'm just going to stop the share for this one. Okay, let's have a look at you. There we are. Everything exactly where it should be. Let's put it like that. Because we've got the Sun in a masculine zodiac sign, Gemini, Mercury in its own sign, Gemini, Venus behind the Sun, still conjunct with the Sun, and so not necessarily a big influence. There's more a blurring of the influence between Venus and the Sun, Mercury at the moment. So we've got the yin or the feminine part of the duality of the cosmos. So cosmos, the whole thing, is split into two, masculine and feminine, yin and yang. And we know that because, for instance, we go outside and there's a heaven above and there's an earth below, a duality. Two parts to our world, one we can't get to, one we live on. And you have to think about the duality. We've also got light and dark. That's quite a significant thing, light and dark duality. Nature tends mostly to have male and female who come together to produce offspring, the duality, male and female. Anyway, so the yin or the unconscious of the collective is in Cancer in 6 hours or so. This means that it's free to do exactly what it wants to do, and that is to reflect, to ponder on things, to be receptive. This is the soul now, okay? The soul is in water, in the element of water. And so the soul is swimming in an energy which helps it to do its thing. And what does the soul do? Well, because it's part of water, it has memory. And it also takes the role of reflecting and pondering and taking the quieter of the two roles. So masculine is all shouting and moving forward and growth, and feminine yin is all about gravity, pulling in, being reflective, and giving the soul its maturity, I think, because it stops and goes over things. So when in your sleep you have dreams which don't seem to make much sense, it is water or soul, if you like, going over those and putting them into the memory filing cabinets so that when something comes up in the future, there is a schema or you understand it because you have previously seen or experienced that thing. So I've used this example before. A bird flies overhead and a baby says, "What's that?" Mum says, "That's a bird." And then the baby sees one with yellow feathers flying in a cage, well, fluttering in a cage. And what it has to do is bring up the schema of the bird flying overhead, and then Mum says, "That's a bird." Okay, so the baby then is working out, it's called a schema, an experience it had before, which informs it of the future. So the soul is very much part of that memory, and that, I mean, mind takes a role in this as well, but and there's a blurred sort of lap over. However, just sort of generalizing, the maternal line in water takes the soul memory of that lineage. So over the weekend, while the moon is in Cancer, you have the opportunity to do some reflecting, do some soul work, as in, now the soul doesn't actually talk to you. It doesn't use words. It just melts into feelings. Okay. So you've got a mind thing going on because you've got Mercury and the Sun in Gemini. So you can use your mind, chatter, chatter, chatter. And the mind has filing cabinets as well. They probably refer to the same filing cabinets, but mind comes up from one direction and soul comes from the other. Okay, so what I'm saying is that you've got this opportunity to maybe feel the water, the soul, the reflectiveness. Maybe you could meditate, for instance, just to catch up with it. We don't, sometimes the sky is so full of activity that the female, the feminine, sorry, the yin doesn't get this time to be with you. it doesn't, as I say, it doesn't talk to you. So I'm trying to find words to describe how it sort of melts with you, gets into your skin. Well, it is in your skin. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so there we go. So by the time we meet on Monday, shall we do that? Yeah, let's do it. I'll go to days. Right, thank you. Let's go forward to Monday. Okay, by the time we meet on Monday, the moon has gone all the way through Cancer. If I go back, look. Right, so the moon is there now. Now watch it as I click forward in days. Okay, so that's in Cancer. And again, that's Sunday, still in Cancer. And there we go. We're on Monday and it's moved into Leo. So there we go. Interesting to see. I don't know if that's interesting. I think it is. I'm going to go back to where we are now. Apart from that, the lines here, the houses all stay the same because it's the same time every day, right? The moon, it works differently to other planets and doesn't sort of sit around races because it's right next to us. Anyway, so right, just going back, don't think I was sharing there, was I? No, I wasn't. I'm just going to share that quickly. I'm such a dope. Right, I'll just do what I just did. Oh, dear me. Okay, so I went forward in days. Watch this moon here. So one day, see, now in Cancer, 10 degrees of Cancer. Next day, Sunday, 23 degrees of Cancer. And day after, Monday, 6 degrees of Leo. So that's what I was showing you when I was talking about it and saying, oh, look at this. Oh, okay. Oh, dear. Right, stop the share. Alison, get off. Go. Leave these poor people in peace. I don't work over the weekend because of family responsibilities, so I will see you on Monday. And we'll have a natter then about the astrology and what's going on and what's in the future, etc. And I hope it wasn't too stupid a video. And have a great weekend, everybody. And I'll see you Monday. Okay, you're all very good for doing these things and listening to me.